Alright, here's our World Cup game against Owl Standing. Hopefully I can break my losing streak here. Currently 0-3 in the World Cup. Oh boy. Not an amazing start. So we got a lot of eggs. I think I need to go with rough for my wetland bird. It's gonna be my forest bird. Red-headed woodpecker is kind of looking like my best bet here. What's a bird feeder look like? So we got a worm, so we can play the red-headed woodpecker. Grab a worm. Then play the rough. Oh, we need 2 food. Play the rough. Bonus cards aren't great. Probably go with Cup Nest, that lines up with the round 3 goal. But yeah, this isn't looking too hot. But it's not the end of the world. Is there anything in the tray that I like? Not really. I mean, pine siskin requires cards to tuck. I don't think we're going to have a lot of cards right off the bat. Basically, we got to get this woodpecker down, get the rough down, lay eggs, draw some cards, try to build up a stockpile for the rough, but I think more importantly, we're looking for options to improve our position first before we worry about the rough. Alright, he kept 3 cards. Let's get our woodpecker down. It's pretty straightforward here. I have to gain food twice, play the rough. Make sure to get some eggs on the woodpecker by the end of the round, and we're really just trying to draw cards and improve our position. Try to make the best of our bonus card here. Not in the greatest of positions for that. So we're really relying on the luck of the draw here off the top of the deck, because the tray isn't really bailing us out. So yeah, again, not a great position to be in. Burned all our food up already. But the rough is a strong card, so... Alright, so he's going to be giving us some food, so that helps us out. I wonder if he's going to go full tuck, maybe a chaffinch. Don't usually see a hummingbird in the wetlands unless it's a dedicated tucking strategy. And if that's the case, we're going to do well on the first round bonus at least. So let's get a worm. And there's no weed in the bird feeder, so that kind of sucks. So So yeah, that just makes our position even worse. That's how it goes sometimes. But hopefully we pick up the second food here from the hummingbird. We got our worm, it can be anything. So we play the kingbird. So that's not really... So he's on the board for the round goal here. But not really planning on giving him worms at this point. So I wonder, do I gamble and draw a card here? No, I don't want to do that. Let's just guarantee the rough. I actually take this rat. So that makes it harder for him to re-roll the bird feeder. Maybe bring this hummingbird into play now. So I'll get the rough down, lay eggs on it, and then I'll draw 2 cards. Right now we stand to have more eggs in the forest. It's going to require 2 lay egg actions. Get the rough down. He's probably going to draw cards here now, spending an egg. Hopefully giving us a food for our next bird. I would really like a ruddy duck or something here to help us power through. We'll be looking at 4 cards per draw. And that would also give us a stockpile of cards for the rough simultaneously. So we're really looking for a good card drawing bird here. What are we going to make better use of? I think the cherry. What was the bird that they took? So I think... I'm looking at that Corsican nuthatch. I think at this point I gotta take... Oh, that cardinal. I would have rather had that cardinal. Got a reroll on deck for the woodpecker. I'm gonna keep the wheat if I get it though. So I could get the 2 wheat for the nuthatch here. And I need to worry about eggs for the round goal. Okay. Don't really mind that. Probably looking here, they got 3 turns left, they can lay 6 eggs. They're going for the round goal. I think I need to worry more about just improving my position than this round 1 goal. Kind of behind the 8 ball. So we got a wheat. Let's take the second wheat, and then we'll lay eggs, we'll play the nuthatch, and we're still on the board for the round goal. We're just going to get second. So that worked out. And I really need a second wetlands bird here. Yeah, this is a weak rough. But they don't necessarily have a strong board position either. No food. tuck for an extra worm. We're going to give him a worm here when we play the nuthatch. I suppose that cardinal would be nice for the wildlife gardener card. I have a cherry. Boy, it's kind of a dilemma here. I got 2 turns left. Cardinal helps with Wildlife Gardener. It also gets extra food. I can still draw the Cardinal and then lay eggs on the Woodpecker. Make it for the round goal. And then we can work on playing the Cardinal and the Nuthatch. We're short of wheat. Then we'll have a fairly strong food generating forest, and we just need to worry about our card draw. So I think that's what I'm going to do here. I'm not going to be able to win the round 1 bonus anyway. Black-headed gull. I don't know, I mean, yeah, it'll be annoying if he plays it against me, but I don't know that it hurts me that much. It's a good card. Lines up with the round 4 bonus. I wouldn't be surprised if he grabbed it, but I mean, honestly, I probably need it a lot more than he does. And I have the food to play it. So at the very least, he should take it as a deny. Because that'll give me a really good springboard to not only get food, but cards also. So yeah, he took the go. Makes sense. Let's take the fish. Alright, I think I need the pileated here now. I mean, now I have 1 turn left and I don't have any eggs in my forest. He does have a cavity nest. This just keeps getting harder and harder. He's got a weak grasslands, but he's got his cavity nest. The round 1 goal, stand to gain 1 point. So do I just draw 1 card again? I'm taking kind of long turns here. This is a really difficult position to play from. So if I get the pileated and I just start slamming the forest here, it's going to leave my wetlands high and dry. I think that's what I do. A lot of weak turns here in round 1. So I gave up a 3-point play in laying eggs and winning the 1 point on the round goal to get the pileated woodpecker, hoping that it breaks my game open here later. It helps me ignore the grasslands. So in round 2, I need to lay eggs, play the pileated, gain food, lay eggs off the pileated, get the cardinal down, gain food again, hopefully getting points off my woodpecker. worm. I mean, I could gamble on the rough. I mean, like, if I throw all these away and draw 3 new cards, I mean, if I get all duds, I lose. Chiff Chaff's in the tray. I mean, how badly at this point do I need this Nuthatch? I think I can sacrifice the Nuthatch. It is a cavity nest, but I need something major. I need major luck on my side. That is not it. So there's a wood duck in the tray now, so he just saw me take pileated woodpecker. He's going to deny the wood duck. If he doesn't take the wood duck, I'll draw it. And then that will give us a pretty good position here going forward. We're going to slam this forest down, but I just don't see him leaving the wood duck for me. Black woodpecker. Doesn't really do a whole lot for me, and it's expensive. But we're going to see if we can recover from this. I mean, he doesn't have great board position either here. If he's got power, we'll see killdeer. He doesn't have a fish. He could possibly have killdeer. That's always a chance. He's debating. He's debating on whether he wants to deny that wood duck. I think he has to. He can't let me have that. I've got pileated. Yeah. So I'm going to take cherry here to hopefully stop him or slow him down. He's got a cherry. Alright. Now that Nuthatch. I mean, I can't just keep drawing single cards. Or can I? I mean, it's part of an ideal forest engine, and that's what's happening here. So now I need to get this engine down. I'd like to have the spoonbill, but it's just I gotta start playing these cards and getting my engine rolling. We're on turn 9, or turn 10. This has been really bad card draw. This really does show the importance of something like a ruddy duck or something like that. And just these good cards popping up that I need to draw right now and not bothering to lay eggs and then draw cards. So now I'm going to be giving him eggs with the pileated, but I mean, we really stand to have the better forest engine here. Yeah, he's got wood duck, but we're scoring points off our forest. So he's got 4 birds. I need to make up this gap quickly. So we'll lay eggs, get our pileated down, then we'll get our nuthatch down. Then we can gain food, cache, lay eggs, and then we can start drawing cards, chucking eggs. Desperately searching for another wetland bird. It might be that snowy owl. Getting the cardinal will help with wildlife gardener. He's going to be getting a lot of worms off that. He doesn't know it yet, but he's going to be getting a lot of worms off his kingbird. going to be extra acceleration for him, but I guess that evens out with the hummingbird. He might go for that snowy owl. I don't feel too bad about ditching that Corsican nuthatch. We got these 4 birds that are going to go down. Harrier we can tuck to the rough. But yeah, this is going to be just a very difficult first half for me. Doesn't look like he's having much better of a game. Well, that wood duck would have been amazing for me at this point. So now he's not going to be necessarily handing out food with his hummingbird because he's got card draw in the forest. He's got the swift. So that ends up being a lucky coincidence because he didn't have the wood duck, the foreknowledge of the wood duck before he had the swift down in his forest. So if he does get a junk card, he can turn that into a point and a worm. So he's going to be kind of food rich here. At this point he has a superior card draw, so that's not a good prospect. I mean, we really need a miracle. We needed that wood duck, but now we really need... So he took the roseate spoonbill and the snowy owl. So let's get our pileated woodpecker down. Hopefully he gets desperate enough to lay eggs here. He might just hold out, waiting for the egg from the woodpecker. I mean, he needs 2 eggs to build out his forest more. 1 egg will build out his wetlands more. But at this point, I'm not too sure. Well, he's gonna want to play that snowy owl and that roseate spoonbill. That's what he's going for. So I'm gonna have probably the better engine. Well, he's got bombs in hand and he's going to have the food to play them, so this really is going to come down to what happens in the second half. And with that wood duck, he's scooping up these bombs. So, I mean, right now, it looks like he's going to win. But we'll see what happens here. 4 turns left, total birds. I've got some cheap ones on deck. Common nightingale, so maybe he'll give us more food. I wouldn't mind that. He's got 4 birds, I've got 3. Here comes the 4th one. So that might have been his holdout play, waiting for us to give an egg off the pileated. Not a horrible play, it's an efficient bird. He's got all the cup nests that I need. So I need to gain food twice here. I could just take the lay egg action and drop the cardinal then, but I actually get more points. I want to run this engine. I'm going to cache the wheat that I get. I need to make up points. Make up for all those inefficient single card draws. 3 activations left in the round. So I'm going to gain food twice, and I might actually, as my last activation, draw 2 cards and see if I can't get something to tuck on the rough. In fact, I wonder if I don't lay eggs once, then draw cards. Yeah, he took those bombs. Not surprising. I need that black turn, though. Another single card draw. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to gain food. Let's take the worm. Take the worm. Cache, lay eggs. And we'll cache this. Yeah, so basically his end game is going to be just dropping bombs with all his food surplus. I mean, that wood duck is going to win him the game. And if he leaves the black turn, I will draw that, discard an egg, and then I will play it. There's a snowy owl. Alright. That might not be bad. I need a bomb. So he's going to have a lot of big point birds and bonus cards here. We need him to whiff on all those bonus cards. He's got 6 birds. I'm going to have 5. Might actually tuck. I think I'm actually going to tuck the eagle, the harrier, and the cardinal at this point. I need cards badly. New cards, better cards. So let's drop the turn. Pray for a miracle. I don't know about that. That's good. That's good. So we improved our position off that rough. American Crow, Great Egret. Egret Red Knot is a bomb. Crow, what does it do for us? Not much. Doesn't do much for him either. Goldfinch. Alright, so things are looking better, but I think we're too far behind. Run our forest. He's not tucking any cards under the Swift. So it looks like he doesn't have a real strong grasslands engine, but he may switch to laying eggs here. And he's just killing us on the round goals. I mean, there's just... I need to get really lucky on my bonus card draws, and he needs to be unlucky. I could play the Goldfinch now. Lines up the round goal and our bonus card. Cassin's Finch as well. So that should probably be my primary plays. I think I'm going to take this reroll on the bird feeder to maximize my forest. Alright, so take our 2 fish for the egret. Like to keep that petrel for the rough. But I need the rat for the egret. So let's chuck that. We will take the wheat. We need it for the finch. Four turns left. He's got 3 cup nests. We will have 3 as well. I need to get 1 more to score 4 points off this wildlife gardener. So we have a glimmer of hope in front of us, but it's going to be tight. I need 1 more worm for this knot. That gives us the other cherry we need for our Cassin's finch. So let's go grasslands here. I need 3 eggs for this egret knot combo. And I'm gonna need to take the lay eggs action. Okay, so he might now give me a free egg. 3 activations left. That'll let me get on the board for this round goal. So let's do this. Forester, absolutely. Ethologist. So we can only get 4 points off Forester per power color. So we're going to have brown and white and teal in our wetlands. So we'll actually get 6 points off Ethologist here. So let's go with that. Because we can't max out Forester at this point. I'm going to gain food here. And then I have to take the lay eggs action to get some eggs on a cup nest bird. Unless he gives me one from his lazuli bunting. We're going to see more. I think he's got a roseate spoonbill in hand. At least we get points if he tucks. There's the roseate spoonbill. So let's get food, get our last worm. Let's take, we need a wheat for our woodpecker. Take 1 wheat to have. Take the worm. Cache it. And I think I will chuck a worm for an extra egg at this point. Yeah, everything with these round goals is just working out for our opponent here. It's really been a struggle for me. But that's how it goes sometimes. We did draw into some good cards here, and as a matter of fact, now that I'm looking at my rough, okay, so he did give us an egg here. So we're on the board for the round goal. I'm going to draw cards here for the rough, because we can't win the round bonus. We have 3 cup nest birds. He has 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's take this opportunity to maximize our rough. Discard. That's not going to do nothing for us. So we'll tuck the crow and the hawk. And he's thinking about something here. No teal powers. Oh, this is the last turn. I had the turns flipped in my head. And now he's got a strong egg production. So there's just really nothing what we could do except get food and drop bombs and pray. But we're not totally shut out, so it hasn't been a total disaster, but we've just been behind this entire game. I need another cup nest. And we get a tuck, that's good. Tuck these behind the rough. Prey. Forcers, that's our cup nest bird. So I think I should have been laying these on my black turn here, I guess. These eggs. But they're going to be gone anyway. So I'll drop Egret Knot here. And then we'll probably drop the turn. Kind of not so great to drop a 4-point bird into column 5, but it's going to be our cup nest. So I need 3 eggs, I got them. Sure, I'll take it. I think I'm going to deny this American Bittern. What do I want to keep? Predator birds. Don't have any. No, we'll keep that. So now he's just going to be able to spam eggs, fill up his wetlands, fill up that king rail. We got to do what's best for us. So the Forster's turn for 8 minus 2 is a 6-point play. Bittern would be a 5-point play. Be nice if we had a pink power bird to drop there. Carrion Crow is worthless. Bittern is worse than the Forster's turn because of our bonus card. 4 turns left in the game. I need 2 eggs. So my superior engine is the forest. I can get 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Net 3 because I'm giving an egg to them. Is their cabinet? Yeah, they got plenty of space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really like 3. I could get 3 here. By spending a food. Don't necessarily want to do that. So let's get a... get wheat, cherry, fish. Lay our eggs. Cache the wheat. Drop this Forster's turn. For a 6-point play. Yeah, I think my starting hand killed me here. And then when he got that wood duck, really nothing I can do. We've been putting up a good fight. I can't really see anything that I should have done differently. Well, that's just how it goes sometimes, I guess. Really a bummer having all this food and not having a bird to drop from it. I mean, I can get 3 net points off my forest. So I could do, with my last 2 turns, I could get 6 points. Again, accounting for the 2 eggs I'm giving him off the pileated woodpecker. And... or I could draw cards. Hope for a bomb. And then play that bomb and then have cards left over for the rough at the end. As it stands right now, I'll have 2 cards for the rough at the end. So I could pray for like Benelli. And then I could play that in the grasslands here. And I would still have my 1 egg on the board for the round goal. Alright, so I'm behind. I'm going to lose. So I could spend this egg, it's not going to hurt me, to pray for a miracle. was that earlier? Where was that earlier? So I got my cards for the rough. I could drop the blue throat for 6 points. So we ended up being net neutral on our activations. We estimated 6 points gained, just gaining food twice. So the blue throat will give us our 6 points back. And then we'll have 3 full cards to tuck under the rough. And we did well on our bonus cards, quite frankly. So that's good. So hopefully they whiffed on all their bonus cards. But they're going to win it on eggs and big point birds and probably bonus cards and the round goals. There's just really nothing we could do this game. So I guess that's kind of a good lesson in playing under adversity. Still had a strong game. We might break 90 points. Maybe not. Definitely in the 80 point category. Just kind of glancing and going with my gut instinct here. We're at 79 now. Picking up a point, a mercy point. I should have stuck that in the wetlands, but it doesn't matter. Let's see. So we're going to go with this blue throat. Need to spin that egg anyway. Let's see if we can pull a Benelli's off this now. Oh, that would have been nice earlier. That Grieve would have been nice early game. Alright, let's see the damage. Pulled ahead on bird points. Yeah, saw that coming. Didn't kill me on eggs. Oh yeah, we broke 90 points. That was a good score. But just couldn't stand up to the round goals and his egg generation ability. Really can't I don't think I did anything wrong here. It's just the way the game went. So good game to Owl Standing. Let's see how he did here. Bird Bander did really good. Whiffed there. Maxed out Viticulturalist. 6 points on Ecologist. So yeah, that Wood Duck was really the turning point for this game. Really nothing I could do. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you learned something from this game and found it entertaining. And we'll see you in the next World Cup game.